Hi guys, today we're gonna take a look at the DAT Trendlines for the March 2023. We're gonna take a look at the load to truck ratios and overall at the rates for van, reefer and the flatbed. Alright, here we can have you can take a look at the year to year change in spot load posts. As you can see, 70% down since 2022. The spot track posts actually an increase, and so on. As you can see, van, flatbed and reefer, they look, let's say, similar in terms of load to truck ratios. Alright, and fuel prices are down. That's a positive thing. Okay, so let's take a look at van first, dry van. Alright, so the demand and capacity in the US at the moment. As you can see, the highest demand for and the lowest capacity, let's say, the highest load to truck ratios basically at the moment, actually for the month of March 2023, were in a Gulf Coast area and in some parts of the Midwest, and you can see also Wyoming, but yeah, this is how it looks. So Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, and so on. Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri, New Mexico, and yeah, those states had the highest load to truck ratios among the states in the US. Load to truck ratio is basically the amount of loads per one truck on certain markets. Here we have it divided by state. So yeah, you have different colors. As you can see, the highest value which we had in March was 2.6, between 2.6 up to 5.4. The lowest load to truck ratios were in the Northeast, let's say, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Maryland. Alright, so this is how it looks in terms of demand capacity for dry van. Let's take a look at the rates in March. Alright, in terms of rates, as you can see, the highest rate as usual in the Midwest, $2.4 per mile. The lowest rate in the Western US, $1.94 per mile. This is for dry van. Let's take a look at flatbed. First, the demand and capacity. Demand and capacities has a little bit different distribution because we also have some high demand in northwestern corner of the US and some eastern states, but the highest demand is as for dry van, same as for the dry van, is in the Gulf Coast area, southern area, so Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas. We also have Iowa, South Dakota, Idaho, Oregon, Maine, West Virginia, and yeah, and those are the states with the highest load to truck ratios, so over 18. And the lowest load to truck ratio was actually in Rhode Island, and then apart from Rhode Island, the southwestern corner of the US for a flatbed, as expected, I would say. California, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and Utah, and some states in the Midwest also had low values like Illinois, Nebraska, North Dakota, and so on, and also of course some states in the Northeast. As you can see, for the flatbed it's not as bad. Let's take a look at the rates, national flatbed rates. Let's take a look, and the highest national flatbed rates are in the Midwest, $2.96 per mile, and the lowest are in the Western US, $2.29 per mile. There's quite a big gap between the highest and the lowest rates. It's 67 cents. It's quite a lot, I would say. Alright, so now we're gonna take a look at the reefer. Alright, so this is how the load to track ratios look for March 2023 for a REEFER. So the highest values are again in the Gulf Coast area. However, we do not have like a very visible belt of high load to track ratios on the Gulf along the Gulf Coast. So it's there we don't have like a one area where we have like the highest load to track ratios much higher than the other in the other areas or states. So the highest load to track ratios were in Texas, Arkansas, Mississippi, also in Maine and Vermont, and also in North Dakota. The lowest load to track ratios, the lowest demand and the highest capacity, let's say, the lowest demand to capacity ratio was in the western US, along the west coast, and in the northeast except Vermont and Maine. Midwest was relatively stable among the states, the highest in North Dakota and the lowest in Illinois, and yeah, this is how it looks for REEFER. Alright, so national REEFER rates. As you can see, the lowest rates are in the northeast, $2.27 per mile, and the highest rates are in the Midwest, as expected, $2.88 per mile. This is how it looks. This is how it looks for March 2023. Alright, so if you would like to access the DAT Trendlines on your own, I will leave the link in the description. And for now, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what kind of content would you like to see. Leave the like, leave the comment, subscribe to the channel if you like the content here, and see you guys soon. Bye bye.